Hey everyone, today's topic is first language acquisition. Okay, introduction. First language acquisition means a language which we acquire not by teaching or tutoring, but it comes to us automatically. It, it means the language which we acquire from environment. Children show an amazing ability to become fluent speaker of any language continuously spoken around them. Every human child who is not kept in complete isolation from language soon becomes fluent in one or more languages natively. Okay? By the study of language acquisition, we mean the process by which the children achieve a fluent control of their native language. First language acquisition takes place with a remarkable speed. By the time a child enters the elementary school, he becomes an extremely sophisticated language user. Few people in the 1950s tried to discover the process by which language was acquired. Most opined that the children acquired language by copying or imitating the adults around them, and that their speech gradually become more accurate. And some have argued that learning is entirely the product of experience and that our environment affects all of us in the same way. And others have suggested that everybody has a natural language learning mechanism which enables each of us to learn or acquire a language. These two schools are known as behaviorist and mentalist. And now, here are some characteristics of first language acquisition. Number 1. Language is learnt in the lap of mother. A child is exposed to the sentences from all sides. Innumerable utterances come to the child's brain when the utterances enter his brain. Some sort of function takes place and his brain formulates infinite number of rules. With the help of these rules, the child goes on making infinite sentences in future. This process of learning is completed in about 8 to 10 years of age. Number 2. No special effort is needed. Okay? If a child wants to learn French, okay, and there is no need of any special teaching, okay, the only function which we have to do is to put the child in the environment where French is spoken, and the child will immediately acquire it. A child who is mentally lack to the extent that he cannot acquire arithmetic can still acquire language. Okay. Next, number 3. Species specific. Language acquisition is species specific. Many animals can communicate, but only human beings can pick up language. Number 4. Speed and perfection. The process of learning or acquiring is further remarkable for comparative speed and perfection. When we actually attempt to take a language apart to see how it works, we find that it is extraordinarily complex and that it involves highly abstract organizational principles. But if the child is exposed to 2 languages, he will probably learn both. Okay, he will probably learn both. Moreover, he will by and large succeed in not confusing the 2 linguistic systems, which is considerable achievement in itself. Okay. Number 5. Ability declines after 10. A child can learn any language easily till the age of 10, but the ability to learn new language starts declining after 10. Okay. Moreover, after the age of 20, it is very difficult to learn a new language. Okay. Number 6. Mental retardation. In fact, language learning is possible despite several physical or psychological deficiencies. Neither the inability to hear, nor the inability to vocalize, nor even mental retardation will necessarily prevent a child from mastering a linguistic system. Okay, and in the case of defeated children, some special training is of course required, but deaf children can acquire a very good grasp of a language through various visual devices. Number 7. A child cannot invent language. Once wolves kidnapped a child and he remained with them for about 16 or 17 years. He could not learn any language during these years. Efforts were made to teach him language, but all in vain. Okay, the experiment shows that a child cannot invent language. Okay, so acquisition means a language which we acquire not by teaching, but it comes to us automatically. And here are some characteristics of first language acquisition, like we learn language in the lap of mother and no special efforts needed when we want to acquire a new language.